Welcome back everyone to yet another episode, and in today's video I will be showcasing a pair of single monkstraps in Navy Suede in the premium blade construction by Carlos Santos for the Noble shoe. Coming up! How's it going, my friends? I hope everything is good. And we're back with another showcase of a pair and combination that we haven't checked out in the channel yet, and that is a pair of single monkstraps but in suede, and especially navy suede. And it's also a good opportunity to show you another very nice unique construction, as you will see from Carlos Santos, which is the premium blade. So of course what we're going to do is have a nice quick video with a good close-up where we're going to talk about the features and everything related to these particular shoes, and then we will discuss availability because this was a special group made to order, and of course sizing and generally my thoughts about this particular color, this particular makeup, and generally my thoughts. So without further ado, let's get going. Alright, so let's begin with the close-up, which always begins by talking about the actual pair of shoes and the style. If you've been following the channel, you probably have seen that we have seen a lot of single monkstraps lately, which is pretty much a style of shoe that has a strap that goes over the top with a buckle, and depending on the number of buckles and fasteners, you give them the appropriate name. And this is a single monkstrap, so there's only one here going all across, and it's quite simply pretty much the most simple type of single monkstrap shoes that you will find out there in terms of design. Simple fastener on the top, plain toe, because it makes no sense to have a cap toe without an apron, because it looks sort of disjointed in my opinion. And of course, because there's not much seams, there's only one in the back and these side panels that form the strap. And that's about it. This is as simple as a single monkstrap gets. However, there are a few different features that make it a bit more unique and interesting, and why I'm showcasing this to you. Of course, the first part is the leather, which is really nice shade of navy suede, and depending on how the light hits it, it can be a little darker, it can be a little lighter. I would say that it is a rather nice dark blue color, but if you're outside and there is quite a warm tone and hue, like the Tuscan Hills here, it can appear even like you could call it a blueberry suede. It's a really nice high quality. It has a short nice snap to it, and it comes from Charles F. Stead, which is a famous tannery in the UK that produces some of the finest suede in the world, so you know that the quality is good. And we have what's called the 462 last, as you can see here. It has a very nice soft square profile. I would say that it is a little less, just slightly less soft square than the popular 387 and 389 last of Carlos Santos, and I think it's very appropriate for this particular model and style. And then you have the outsole and the sole, which are one of the defining features of this construction, and I chose a really nice sort of mid-brown towards natural outsole and dressing, so it, blue and brown always goes so well together, and I think it adds a bit more character to the casual appearance of this makeup. And at the back is the most interesting feature, I would say, which is the premium blade construction, or what Carlos Santos calls premium blade. This is blade construction, obviously, and that means that it's not Goodyear welted, but it has a different function and a different purpose. So first of all, it allows you to have such a really, really tight waist that for these price points, I doubt you can find it elsewhere. And let me show it to you very closely. Look at this. This is really, really tight, and with a nice fiddleback, and of course a closed channel, high quality leather sole. And I also like very much how it's polished and the type of color it has, and some small engraving here that says Carlos Santos. So premium blade means that this shoe is very lightweight, and it's easy to break in, and It has a very slim profile, elegant profile, making it perfect for, you know, seasons like summer and spring. And that's about it for the actual shoe. Of course, inside you get a leather lining, and judging from the color, which is sort of like dark brown, you can identify that they used a bit of higher quality materials, because these are the same inner linings that they use for the Carlos Santos hand grade line, which is a higher range. So very happy to see that. Let me show you one more time. This is a very nice profile, and of course very, very nice. One last look at the sole. It is something else, really. And I think that this is a makeup that is worth your time and is worth your investment if you have the basics and you look for something different. And that concludes the close-up, and I think it's time to move on. And that concludes our close-up. I think this is a very interesting makeup, and I also wanted to take this opportunity to speak about blue shoes or shades of blue shoes in general, because I think that just like green, blue is a very underrated color when it comes to footwear. If you think about suits, for example, and if you ask someone what suit should I buy, one of their first or possibly their only answer will be buy a navy suit, right? Like a dark blue. Why? Because it looks good, because it's easy to match with pretty much every color, and it's very versatile. And for, you know, when it comes to shoes, what would you choose? Something like medium or dark brown, even black, oxblood, etc. So why can't you not apply the same process of thinking when it comes to shoes, right? Whether you're wearing jeans or chinos of any color, especially contrasting ones, or something more casual like the ones I'm wearing right now, this is an excellent color to be a little different, but it still looks pretty good. This, as you can see, right now it looks quite dark. It's a quite dark suede, and it takes a bit of a more blueberry, I would say, type of hue on color when you are outside in direct sunlight. So this particular style of shoe and style of leather and color is perfect for, you know, simple excursions, to go out on a Friday evening, in the summer, in spring, and why not also in autumn. Also, since this is a very lightweight and comfortable shoe, I would say, it's probably the best choice that you could do after, you know, sneakers in summer and spring, which is the perfect period for them. And of course, this is also a single monkstrap, which makes it, you know, a little more casual. The suede also makes it a bit more casual, so this is not something that you would wear probably with a, you know, a formal suit, right? And the color is still versatile enough that you can wear it with pretty much everything. So it has a lot of bonus points. And to go with the, you know, the lesser formality that this particular pair has, I chose to have a bit of a more brown, natural outsole, and I think, you know, blue and brown always looks good. So if you have to keep something from this discussion, is that do not be afraid of suede and do not be afraid of navy or blue colors when it comes to shoes. It's totally fine and it looks great. And that brings me to the next topic, which is of course sizing. We already mentioned that this particular last is the 462. This is a very interesting last with a nice soft square shape, and it fits pretty much similar to the 387 and the 389 of Carlos Santos. It's one of the few lasts that you will often see out there that fits true to size and you should not size down. So in this model and in this last, if you are a solid, let's say UK 8 in Carmina Rain, or Carlos Santos 387 or a 389, or you are a US 9D in most Allen Edmonds such as Park Avenue or Strands, then you should also take a UK 8 on this particular model. And that pretty much concludes the sizing. This should not fit, you know, overly snug. This should fit nice and comfortable, and it's also very lightweight, and because of the blade construction, it will not require a break-in, or it will be very minimal. And that's one of the benefits of blade construction pretty much. And now let's talk about availability, of course, which this particular model was a group made to order, and it was produced in very limited quantities. I think we did it back in October, November 2021, and they just arrived, so it was a good opportunity to make the video and show it to you. So this model is not available at the moment. We need at least 6 people to participate in order to produce a second batch, and that would take about 3 to 4 months of production. So if you are interested in them, please write me a comment or reach out to me via email. I will leave everything in the description down below, including my email, of course. And we can possibly arrange something like this. There are a few people that are interested. I think this is a great pair of shoes, and I hope you would really like them. The price for this model would be $330 US, and that's including shipping, which is a fair price for this particular construction, and a great pair of shoes with excellent leather from Charles F. Stead in the UK. I think this concludes our short showcase. I hope you enjoyed it. I think that this model ended up really well, as actually most of the group mate orders that we made. And after this video, I will be posting another one, which is a very special pair from Paolo Scafforas, so stay tuned for that as well. In the meantime, if you're new to the channel or haven't yet, I really appreciate it if you subscribe, press the notification bell, leave a thumbs up or a comment with your thoughts or even criticism, as long as it's constructive, so I can improve the channel. I would really appreciate it, and I love interacting with you. We got a lot more content coming up, and hopefully some more suit content as well. Before you go, I will want to wish you a really nice week, day, or weekend, who knows when you're watching, and stay tuned for the next dad joke of the week. So last night, me and my wife watched 2 films back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV. I think it worse every week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.